I'm a hustler, baby.
It's time for Hustle Her Podcast. I'm your host, Deshae Keynes. Hustle Her is all about inspiring women through real life experiences that have helped to mold and develop not only me, but my guests into the entrepreneurs and leaders we are today. If you're an enterprising woman determined to succeed and looking for a bit of motivation, a bit of tough love, and some actionable takeaways to be the best you, girl, you are in the right place. My next guest is a no-nonsense mom of one. She is Bermuda's influencer because she shares her life online, the good, the bad, the ugly. She also has her own baby clothing line, which is Mavi and Me. Please help me welcome Latonae, aka THUNDEEE.
The crowd goes wild. Woo! I forgot to say I was a cool mom.
Cool mom.
Thank you.
Cool mom alert. We love it.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Me too. All right, so we'll start with a few rapid fires and then we'll jump in.
Okay,
cool.
good.
All right, so what reality TV show do you watch?
None.
Not one reality TV show. Okay, why not?
I'm not really a TV person.
Really?
I'm a YouTuber.
Okay, so tell me your
That's
favorite YouTube channel.
My favorite YouTube channel right now would be Paisley B. I think we relate. Our kids are relatively the same age. Well, our kid, not kids. Her,
Just keep it
singular. She just had a son probably about a month before Mavi. So we're going through the same thing. It's crazy. Like the teething, the walking, the talking. So I think, yeah, Paisley B would be my favorite. Do you know who Paisley B is?
I don't.
You remember Summerella?
I think so.
Like she blew up on like Vine and all of that.
Yes.
Her sister.
Oh, okay. Just runs in the family.
Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
I love that. What was your first concert growing up?
My first concert? I don't know. I've probably been to so many.
So many, yeah.
My first concert?
Okay, most memorable concert.
So low key, right? So I'm always been into theater and musicals and arts. And so I'm not going to say concert, but my most memorable theater would be The Lion King. I had,
oh my God, love it.
So on Broadway, I had the opportunity to work backstage.
Shut up.
Yeah, when I was in middle school.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was great. It was amazing. Like you could see when the stage goes up and when they stitch the scenes and and then after we watched the whole production. So
Love that.
Yeah.
No, Lion King is my favorite Broadway show ever in
top
life.
tier.
Yeah, I remember I went for the first time when I was younger, like I want to say 7 or 9, and then I went again as an adult.
yeah, and it doesn't change.
it.
Like it's still quality.
Yeah,
right?
it's quality. Them running down the aisle in the beginning number, like absolutely
amazing.
love it. All right, so what song for you is on repeat right now?
I want to say "People" by Labianca. What's her name? Labianca. Yeah, you knew it.
Sing it.
I'm not. It's a TikTok song.
Oh.
But yeah, I would say
hum
People.
it.
Girl, get back to me.
All right, favorite thing to do on a Sunday?
Favorite thing to do on a Sunday? Well, I don't know. Like, I don't really have like set things to do on the weekend. Our schedule changes all the time. If babe is in at golf, I'm at home. Mavi is doing this. I think the favorite thing I could do on a Sunday is probably drink a glass of red wine.
Oh, there we go.
And
We
that's on
fulfilled that for you
period.
today. All right, cool. And do you remember like your favorite album in high school?
Favorite album in high school, and I'm afraid to say this because please don't judge me, you guys. And I don't even think it was high school. I think it was middle school.
Which one?
Unleash the Dragon by Cisco.
Girl, I love that album. And my favorite song on that album is Unleash the Dragon.
Yes.
I know it word for word.
I really wanna.
Yeah. Love the whole thing. Honestly, looking back on it now, I should not have been singing that song growing up.
And I tell my mom every time, I'm like, why did you allow me to go into Music Box and buy this CD?
And it had the Red Dragon on the front.
Terrible.
Yes, Cisco's platinum hair.
Girl.
Yes, I remember that whole album.
If it ain't that, it would have been NSYNC.
Okay,
yeah.
NSYNC. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, and then last two. If you were, well, you are a celebrity, but if you had the opportunity to have a rider request, what would be on it?
A what request?
A rider request. You know, when celebrities go to like a concert and they only want white M&Ms and behind the ring.
So
what would be on yours? Yeah,
just red wine. That's it.
That's it.
Red wine and probably a kale Caesar salad.
Kale Caesar
Girl.
You love.
Hello, you ever been to Village Pantry?
Love Village Pantry KFC. I'm not gonna lie, for years I didn't know what was in that dressing, but it's bacon. I don't eat bacon, and I was eating it for years. Anyway, it's delicious. Okay, and then finally, and I'm hoping and praying to sweet baby Jesus is the right one. But who's your cup match team?
St. George's. Oh. Come on, babe, play it for St. George's.
Interview is over, done, finished.
How could you listen, girl? I have never lived past town in my life heading towards West. In my life, I grew up in town. I moved to St. David, and now I live Smiths.
Oh my god!
Sorry, blue and blue all the way through. You're upset.
I am.
Girl.
I'm bothered. I gotta start asking this as a question before people come on this show. I'm joking. Yeah. All right. So tell me about young THUNDEEE. Like, what did you want to be growing up?
I like I said before, I was always into theater, musicals, things like that. Like, I was a part of the Thespian Society, and that was a lot. So I genuinely, I don't know if you guys remember the dance group Fabulous. How old are you?
I'm 33. However,
okay,
yeah, we're the same age, but I wasn't here until like high school. Like,
okay, well, I was like legit the youngest. I did spring into the arts. I did every single thing you can think of when it comes to dance and theater. So I don't know if I knew what I wanted to be back then, but I knew that that's something that I did enjoy. So I always did majorettes. I always did everything. UDP, everything. So, I mean, yeah.
And then, so when you went to uni, what did you study?
So when I went to university, I got a bachelor's in hospitality and tourism management with honors. That was because I think I started that based on my current job environment.
Okay.
Soon as I left Bermuda College, I went straight into bartending, and I was a bartender until I went to school. Still, well, I was a part-time bartender before I had Mavi. But I knew that I wanted to be in hospitality. I grew into tourism a lot. I started off as front desk agent at Hamilton. Actually, I'm lying. I started off as the bartender at Southampton Princess.
Okay.
Got transferred to Hamilton Princess front desk. I did everything at Hamilton Princess, bellman, housekeeping, because I wanted to know how everything operated, right? I even did operator. And then I ended up working my way up to Fremont Gold as a supervisor. And then it was just becoming too much. You know, just draining, you know, people complaining every day.
Yeah. I worked at Southampton Princess during uni, summertimes, nights. I used to answer the phones for room service. Thank you for calling in room dining. Speaking. Like,
I'll do it.
I loved it. And then, but I really only loved it because they made us taste all the food, right?
And that's the best part.
That was the best part of the whole experience.
I mean, and when you actually love who you work with and you know all the different departments, you get to benefit like stuff like that. So I was able to go in the back of the kitchen and the chef would be like, "Hey, Latonae, what you want for dinner? Spaghetti and meat sauce." Or And it was just a good time, but I think that I outgrew it. And then I end up being in telecommunications.
Yeah. So how did that transition happen?
I don't know. I just applied. I just applied. I wanted stability. Yeah. You know, I wanted to be able to go and do carnivals and cart matches and, you know, everything else. Whereas at the hotel, you had to work the first day of cart match or...
I know. I got it. All throughout university, I did not do the first day of cart match at all for years. Like, I used to miss Beach Fest. Years.
Yeah, definitely.
To miss it. But I mean, that double time didn't hurt.
Yeah.
But.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. But then, I ended up in telecommunications. I started off as a retail agent. And then I ended up being a corporate care consultant. And then after that, I ended up being a corporate care manager. And then after that, I ended up being a business solutions account manager. Then after that, and then I ended up being, you know, a business marketing executive. But what I do like about Digicel is that there's so much opportunities to grow.
Just about to say that.
Yeah. So if you actually put the work in there, you know, not every day is the same. Every day, one day you're going to be upset. You know what I mean? Customers are going to drill you. You're not going to have the same day.
No, I got it.
Every day.
Yeah. I started off at Digital when I first came back from school. I was filing for them for the first, like, I want to say just after university too. I thought I was hot, you know what?
Yeah.
And it was recession time. And I started filing, then corporate care.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no, regular customer care.
Regular customer service.
Then I applied to do business solutions.
Yeah.
And then that's just how it went. But that's one thing you can say about Digital is they provide different opportunities for the people who work there. 100%.
And the current CEO at the moment, he actually looks at your strengths. So he's like, you know, you are this person on social media. You know how to work social media. You want to try marketing? Then the marketing manager left. And then just everything just started piling. Yeah, right. So, I mean, I'm very happy at the moment. What I want to do in the future when it comes to marketing is, you know, do a couple of courses just so I can have something on my belt to say, you know, this is what supported me in my role at the moment. Yeah.
But doing all of that, you've also built this online kind of persona of THUNDEEE. Well, not really persona because it's actually you.
Yeah, it is.
But like, how did that happen?
So it actually started with Yes, Bish is my hair. I started and Laura's seen. I started as a natural hair guru. Like, if you know me, my hair was humongous.
Yes.
And I was doing YouTube videos, and I was doing Instagram videos, and I was doing, you know, I was engaging, I was putting out content, and that's how it started. I think Yes, Which Is My Hair got like, I don't even know, so many thousand followers, like a lot. And then it faded a little bit. I still continued it when I was in school, and when I came back, I still did it. And then I think I got over it.
Why though? Was it the same thing, or did you evolve?
I think I evolved from it. I think, I mean, even I cut my hair.
No judgment.
No, I cut my hair, and then I was dyeing it, and I was bleaching it, and I just wasn't able to produce what people were looking for.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Which I think is also okay. Like, brands evolve all the time, right?
Definitely.
But when it's your personal brand, you kind of...
Yeah. And I try to bring it back. And then I was like, I don't have the time for this.
So then what transitioned into THUNDEEE then?
Well, THUNDEE's always been THUNDEEE. Yeah, I've had that nickname since I used to bartend at Bootsy's. When I was
Bootsy's?
Like, girl.
Wow. I forgot about Bootsy's.
Yes, girl. Yes. I'm probably the youngest one there.
Oh, wow. And that's where THUNDEEE kind of came.
Yeah, so I actually had a favorite song by Idonia called Thunderous Clap. Somebody took it, renamed it. I renamed my bike LS Thunderous, so Latonae Smith Thunderous. And then they just cut it down, and it just, like, it's no fun story to it. I want to say I got struck by lightning and thunder. There's no fun story to it.
It's just THUNDEEE.
But yeah, and then just people started just calling me that. And when I went to university, you know, Bermudians always support you when you're out of the country. Yeah, that's just point blank, period. They won't support you when you're here, but if you're out of the country and you're like, oh, you're doing this and you're doing that, oh, done this and done this that. And I think that's how the name became concrete. So yeah.
So what were you doing when you were outside of Bermuda that kind of when you say people were supporting you?
So when I was outside of Bermuda, I was still running I was doing my social media thing. But I was also a hype woman. So I was traveling to different Caribbean countries, hosting parties, and, you know, being on the mic, and, you know, just being, I guess, an influencer at that moment.
Around what time was that? What year would you say?
I went to university 2011, and I graduated 2015. And I came back, I want to say October 2015.
So that was like on the cusp of like the whole influencer.
Yeah, that's when it all started.
Okay, that's what I was asking. I wasn't sure like when that was.
So I was at parties. I was posting. It was traveling.
Did you do radio at one time too?
Yeah. Oh, girl, I forgot about that. Yeah, so when I came back, I did radio at Vibe 103 on Fridays. So that was always fun. Yeah.
And still on the THUNDEEE, all of that.
Yeah, I was a co-host, and, you know, met different people. I had a good time. But then you grow old and you grow away from people. Yeah.
So okay, so then when people think influencer, they're just kind of like, okay, she's an influencer. Like, what does that even mean? Like, what does being an influencer mean to you? Like,
so honestly, I don't really like calling myself influencer at all. you can influence people to do a lot of things, but I just want, it means to me that I'm just putting my story out there. I'm telling you what's going on right now. My main post is I cannot stop breastfeeding.
But you want to.
Help. What camera I'm looking at? If anybody's out there and knows how to stop breastfeeding, please message me, Mother THUNDEEE, on Instagram, because I cannot stop.
Right.
It's not her, it's me, apparently. Like,
if that was a thing.
Sister be like, BB. Right on the boob. No problem, baby.
Yes,
but it's just comfort, right? I can't stop.
And you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So that's kind of what you're.
Yeah, it's just my reality. You know, majority of me, you're not gonna see, you know, arguments or you know, things like that, because I tend to push a lot of positivity. And just me being a mom is a new chapter for me. It's not me being out and doing carnivals and wearing costumes and modeling and doing all that. No, it's like I've evolved into this momfluencer.
Which is also pretty cool. I like that.
Right.
Too.
I mean, and I love it.
I'm not a mom and I still follow on your social media.
No, I legit love it. Yeah. Like, Mavi is, everybody, Mavi could go. She went to carnival with my aunt. And me and Makai was, you know, doing the parade or whatever. And everyone was like, Mavi. Everywhere we go is, oh, is this my Instagram niece? We went to the doctor the other day and she's like, oh, hi, you don't know me, I follow you, but this is my Instagram niece.
Talking about Mavi.
I was like, all right, sis.
Go on.
No problem. Hi, she needs diapers and wipes.
It'd be like the social media influencers that put on the page is like, hey, if you want to contribute here.
Right, girl. Start a GoFundMe.
No, there's too many GoFundMes going on. No GoFundMes.
But yeah, you know, so every day is different. You're not going to get the same thing from me. One day I might be dressed up pretty. The next day I'm a bum with my hair looking like, you know what, walking around my house. You
can never be a bum, but I get it. I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
I totally understand. So walk me through like THUNDEEE pre-mom influencer times. Like the one THUNDEEE video I can remember, I think it was the carnival video that you did for somebody and it blew up. Like, wasn't just in Bermuda, or was it the carnival one? It was another one, but it was, I think you did it for Digicel at the time. And it was like everywhere. Like it got picked up. Was
that the Beyonce one?
Yes, the Beyonce one. Yeah. That's what it was.
Oh man, Beyonce was a good time.
That was a good time. So how did those types of things happen?
Honestly, they just came to me and was like, hi, you want to be Beyonce? And I was like, yeah, when we're recording. Oh, this afternoon.
What?
Yeah, literally. So here, put on a wig and let's go. This is what I want you to do. But that was so much fun. I mean, it definitely blew up. So ever since then, you know, Digicel will approach me and say, hey, what you think about this? Or, hey, I want you to do this. Or, hey, you want to do a Christmas video? So, I mean, it's my job.
Yeah.
But it's still my other job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So how do you find the balance between both? Because most people don't realize you can monetize being an influencer. Yeah. So how do you kind of balance both of those?
Balancing, at the moment, it's more of me doing my 9 to 5 if I got a break, because Digicel is such a fun place to work, but it's still a no nonsense type place. So I just make sure that my work is done. I write a checklist every morning. This is my to-do list. If I can get it done, I'll get it done. Yeah. And then it's play after. You know what I mean? So it's more of prioritizing your time and knowing when the time is right.
Got you.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, totally. I totally
so
understand.
Legit, like in our office, there's a wall of pictures of people that we have, and I'm on there, Babe's on there, Maxanne's on there. There's a lot of people that's on there, but you know what I do? I go stand by the wall and take a picture with Babe that's on the wall. Yeah, like just fun things to be like, I'm still pushing Digicel. Yeah, little do you know, like in the back of your mind, you still see Digicel, but I'm doing it fun. Like it's a lot of engagement. It's really, I don't know, balance. I don't know if I can balance it. It's just the right time, the right place, I guess.
Got you. Yeah. I love it though, because when you are like in that role, I always say to people, Digicel, if you can work at Digicel, you can work anywhere. Yeah. Right? Like I'm a firm believer in that. Like you always look like you're having a lot of fun online, but you don't really realize how much work is at digital. Like people don't get bored every month. Like they don't get all those types of pressures driven by the numbers. Yeah. So it does look like a lot of fun, but it also is a lot of work too. Yeah. And but I love the balance. Well, like you said, it's not balanced, but I do like the balance because it is on your personal pages, but it's also on digital pages as well. And I think it helps to grow with all of that. So how do you? I guess most people always wonder from influencers, like how do you monetize other things from influencerships? Like how does that work?
So I genuinely don't make money through Instagram, not through YouTube, because people don't support you on YouTube. Locals, let's say that.
Okay.
And that's also my fault because I haven't been consistent on YouTube. I vlog a lot. Like if you look at my memory cards, I have a lot of videos. And I legit try to vlog during Christmas. And guess my hard drive crashed. And I was just like, maybe this is a sign. I
shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, like maybe it's a sign.
Yeah.
But back to the question. Can you ask me again?
I was saying, how do people kind of monetize on being influencers?
Yeah, so it's a lot of sponsorship. So, you know, your sweat top right now. You're like, hey, you know what? I really want THUNDEEE to be in this sweat top. All right, cool. I'll wear the sweat top. I'll take pictures of it. I'll post it. I'll tag you. But there's also going to be a fee.
Got you.
It's not just you give me product, I push it. You know what I mean? I do a lot of stuff for Dove and Butterfly as well. Well, Mavi, not even me. Mavi.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does a lot of stuff for the baby line. She was supposed to have a shoot today, but she sleeps, so it's not going to work out. A lot of hair, like impressions. I don't know if I can name drop. Yeah, I can. Impressions, I did some work for them in regards to some products. I did a lot of stuff when I was doing hair videos, a lot. But it's all about people reaching out to me. I'm not going to go and say, hey, X, Y, and Z. And my main sponsor brand person right now is Take 5. So, you know, if you follow me, Shay, so I do a lot of Village Pantry, a lot of Buzz, a lot of Devil's Isle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't really, because I have a full-time job. If I didn't, if I didn't, then I'll be pushing. I mean, like hustling really hard. But I have a full-time job, so these are just add-ons.
Gotcha.
Little bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you ever convert to a full-time entrepreneur? Do you think you could?
Yeah, I would. If I wasn't living in Bermuda.
You think that's the biggest hindrance?
Yeah,
Bermuda?
definitely. How am I supposed to survive, girl? No, honestly,
that's a fair point. I just would have assumed that brands would take it more seriously here.
I honestly wish. Like I can wake up, I would do a morning routine, a lunch routine, a dinner routine. Like I would do those things. I would even keep Mavi full time if that was the case. You know what I mean? But I can't. You can't live off of that right now.
Here.
Do
you think if you lived in another island, you could, or is it just specific, just more in the U.S.?
Yeah, I would say more the U.S., more the U.K. because you still have a lot more brands that are looking to do things. They actually take the debate, the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm gonna support her 110%. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of companies. Oh, I'll give you a little something here, something there, but you can't live off of that.
Yeah,
I got
unfortunate though. Huh?
I said I have rent.
Girl,
I got a call in
every month. I
got nursery.
I gotta eat.
We got groceries,
and we just saw the price of eggs, so they just went up $10.
You're telling me? And
I like eggs too, but I'm gonna have to stop eating them for a little while.
Well, let me tell you. Yeah, groceries. Yeah, yesterday we went grocery shopping. It was terrible.
Yeah, grocery shopping in this country it's actually just really. I don't even think it's just here. I just think everywhere right now.
But you know who's really good though? Like has really good prices. Pronto.
Oh yes, that's where I get a lot of my groceries from.
Pronto is like the best. Pronto is really good.
Shout out to Pronto.
Right, seriously.
If you guys need an influencer, THUNDEEE can help you.
Yeah. Hi, Melissa.
Yeah. So I guess sometimes when it comes like influencing, but then full-time job, then mom,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. You have a lot going on. Like, how do you balance all of that?
Schedule.
Really? Big schedule person?
Yeah. I have to put something in my calendar.
Oh, yeah. If it's not in the calendar, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. It legit doesn't exist. But it's all about having, like a set schedule, a set time frame. Like, my morning routine does not change. I'm up at 6:30. I get myself ready. 7 o'clock, I get up. I prepare Mavi's lunch, her bag, get her clothes laid out. Then I wake them up at 7:15. Get her ready. Feed her breakfast at 7:30. 7:45, she gets her hair combed. 8 o'clock, we're out of the house. That's it. Every day. Wow. So there's like my morning routine, I do not play. Now, when I come home after work, that's a whole different story.
Depends on how the day went, right?
Because we do so much. I do so much in the evenings. Like, I would stop at my friend Trina's house on the way home, or come pick this up, or let's go and do this, and you know what I mean. It's the evening routine is just garbage. Like I try
every day.
Yeah, I try so hard. I try to feed her dinner at 6:30. Try to give her a bath at 7. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it doesn't always happen.
And children don't allow you to do that. They don't. Muffy is wild.
I read this thing online. I think it was like early this morning or late last night, and it was like the real toxic people in the world are toddlers. Like toddlers, they abuse you all day, and then they want to cuddle at night.
That's why I've got a jacket on, because she scratched me right. No, just joking. No, I do have scratches from her for real. Yeah, but like pray for us. Too much. Pray for us, toddler mom.
So how's Mavi and Me, the clothing line, going?
It's actually on a standstill, and only because we just recently moved and renovated. And then it was Christmas. Well, before that was her birthday. Then it was Christmas.
It's a lot.
So it was a lot going on. I still have a good bit of stock that I brought in last year. People are still purchasing it. I mean, even if it's summer clothes, people are still buying it in advance. Yeah. And right now, I just have a buy one, get one free. So if you visit www.maviandme.com, MHAVIANDME.com, you can buy stuff and you'll get it next day. Trust me. But I mean, great quality stuff. It has her branding, her logo, the tags on it. You got cute bags with it. It's going good. I'm definitely going to do a new shipment soon. I'm just trying to get back on my feet after Christmas.
Christmas is like takes the wind out of your sails. It's wild. For sure.
It's wild.
It is a crazy time. And especially like that week between Christmas and New Year's. Yeah. Like you're just like, what day is it? Yeah, what planet am I on? Like getting back into the swing of things is difficult.
And then you have like your employment that pays you early before Christmas.
The worst thing is like, do you not know January is already 10 months long? I mean 10 weeks long.
It's terrible.
Like,
so got 6 weeks. To wait until I get paid again. And not saying that you live paycheck to paycheck, but it's like,
I got it
on.
I totally get it. It's difficult. And they think they're doing something nice because it's right before Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, you are, but you aren't.
But you are, but you aren't. I'm still got to pay all my bills in between then. It's a lot. I totally get it. But yeah, so entrepreneur, mom life, like how is that for you?
It's going good. I mean, I think now that she's older and I'm getting the hang of it, because it's not every day is the same. Like, honestly. And then and let's just put her aside. I still have to worry about my relationship. You know what I mean? Then I have to worry about myself. I should worry about myself first, but that's not the point.
Doesn't always happen.
Right. You know what I mean? So I have to worry about 3 different people.
Yeah.
And then my business. And then worrying about posting. And then making sure I'm on schedule for all the brands that are asking me to post. And I have my regular job I have to worry about. It's a lot, but, I think we're made for it. Yeah. Women are made to do these things.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Multitasking.
It's crazy.
Women.
Crazy.
Yeah. In the dictionary, look it up. It just says the woman.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's just how that goes every single time.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's just wild. It is legit mind-blowing to me how I'm just capable of doing these things. Like even, for instance, Sheila, don't come for me. But Mavi would sit on the edge of the couch, right? And I don't really have to be paying any attention to it, but one little instant move, Mama's got her. Yeah. Like, it's like superhero, like Spider-Man type. You know what I mean? It's wild.
You got going on.
It's legit wild, and it just becomes natural.
And happens like overnight.
Yes, you automatically know how to change a pamper. Like literally, you automatically know what a fever means. You automatically know what color her ball movements is. Like it's It honestly is crazy. It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think about it all the time. One, from a time perspective, like where would I find the time to have a child right now? And then two, it's just like, how do you just know all that stuff?
Know. It just happens. No book in this world could tell you.
I know some of my friends tell me some of their experiences being pregnant and like what happens to their body, and I'm just like, no one tells you these things.
Yeah.
They do not prepare you for that.
But you know why? Because not every woman is the same.
And that's probably why.
Not every woman. You know, I and you can ask, babe. I said at 6 months, I'm going to stop breastfeeding. I am 13 months in.
And still breastfeeding. 13 months. And no, not breastfeeding. I don't have her during the week, right? So, I mean, during the day, fully during the day. So I don't pump. I don't do any of that because I'm trying to wean her off. And I've been doing that for months now. It's just the night times that I just can't get her off. I cannot get her off. So, like, these things just come natural to you. Yeah. Legit comes. And you know what's funny? And you can ask anybody. I'm always been the type of person to have acrylic nails. And I haven't had nails on for months. Really? Your hands feel naked, don't they?
They feel naked, but it kind of feels like, okay, what do I actually need them for? You know? That's another expense that I can save and put it towards something else.
That's a fair point. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I would make out. Don't look at my hands right now because they need to be done.
No, mine's terrible.
Shout out to Nat. Who comes back from vacation on the 17th. Can't wait. But no, I totally understand. It's just little things like that but also that's time for yourself when you're taking it out to get done. So then maybe that's another kind of way to look at it.
It's one thing that I'm not going to give up is my pedicures.
Oh, no.
That's it.
No.
Pedicures and waxes.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Girl. Those are must-haves. Every month. Gotta get this done. And
I do my own hair. So it's like, that's an expense I don't have to worry about.
Really? Your hair looks nice always, too.
Thanks,
girl. I'm not a big, I don't like to do I could do anybody else's hair. I hate doing my own hair.
Stop.
Genuinely hate it. It's very time consuming. I just never have liked doing it growing up. But my sister's hair growing up, I used to do it. Maxie's, everybody's hair, I used to do anybody's hair. But the minute I need to do mine, I just suddenly become paraplegic. I don't have time. Just can't.
That's terrible.
No desire. I'm just too tired. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I feel
so. When you think of like what people see of you online or just interacting with you, what do you think is a misconception about you out there?
These people think I have it together, and I don't. I don't have it all together. I legit don't. At all.
Anybody does that.
Yeah, but people don't see like they don't think that.
Yeah.
They don't think that at all.
They like think I live a perfect life.
Right. Like I legit went out the other night. We went to a birthday party and this girl came up to me and she was like, I just want to let you know that you're just amazing. Like you do an amazing job. You guys are always happy. You're always doing really good with Mavi, X, Y, and Z. And I'm just like, girl, we ain't on good terms right now. What are you talking about? Me and babe is not on good terms right now.
Right.
But that's none of your business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our business is our business. Your business is your business.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, if that's a misconception, then I'm fine. But I don't have it all together. I don't. I'm broke right now.
But everybody's, everyone's got to deal with how they want to do it.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So how do you find that balance with what to post and what not to post? Like you have some influencers who share absolutely everything. Some things where you're just like, we didn't need to know that, right?
I mean, that used to be me until I had to take other people's feelings into consideration.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, me posting it's not about me anymore because I represent my family. I have my own family. Yeah. Let's say that. No. Yeah. So me putting out, I don't know, let's just say I'm going to the bathroom and I don't know. Let's just say I take a bathing suit picture. I don't know, something. That's not me anymore because I've evolved and I've grown and I'm not out there trying to get that type of attention because I have what I need.
Got you.
You know what I mean? I have my family. Yeah. So you eventually you grow up, you mature, and people see it. People tell me all the time. Babe tells me all the time. I see the 360 change. Yeah, because that's what needed to be done in order to, keep happy family.
Yeah. Which is important. I think some people will do anything to be popular.
Yeah.
Right? Or continue to stay relevant.
Yeah.
And I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with evolving and, you know, life changing for you and doing what matters most to you.
But what works for you doesn't work for me. And what works for me doesn't work for you. So if, you know, you and your husband, you can still post whatever you need to post with you, I am totally happy for you. But that's not where my mindset is now.
Which I think, I love that, because so many times people are willing to sell their soul for like, you know what I mean? Or like to get someone to follow them or whatever. And that makes you an influencer or someone who's online, because I know you don't like the word, but like someone who is online sharing their life with us, a bit more authentic in that way, because you're not giving us everything. I think you take us on the journey that your life is on. Like I almost feel cringy sometimes with people who share their life online and then they get married and they have a kid and they're still doing single things. Right, regardless of, you know, gender, male or female, still doing other things. And it's like, in reality, like, how comfortable would your spouse be with you still doing that? Or as a mom now, should you still be doing that? You know what I mean?
I mean, yes, a mom doesn't take away who you are, but I also feel like, in my mind, when I post, mother's gonna grow up eventually, and mother's gonna go online, and mother's gonna see what mother's mommy does or did. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be, yes, Mavi's mom has a past. She had a good damn time. You know what I mean? Yeah. But no, I'm Mavi's mommy. Yeah. And it's not like I have a son. I have a daughter. Yeah. And the world is not a nice place. It's not nice to us women at all, period.
Especially black women.
Yes. Yeah. So I have to raise her. Which means what? I have to change my own mindset. Because I have to think for her. Yeah. You know what I mean? What's best for you? So. Yeah.
I know. Look at this. THUNDEEE mommy.
Pat myself on the back, girl.
No, I absolutely love it. So when you think of like now and where you are in life, like what would you say motivates you, inspires you every day to continue to keep pushing?
My family. My little family that I have. You know what I mean? Because we've come so far. We've come really far. We used to stay in my boyfriend's home. Why did I say my boyfriend? We stayed in Babe's homestead, like with the family. And now look at us. We're now in a new place. We've renovated, and now we're gonna raise a child.
Yeah, it's growth.
Yeah, it's amazing, right?
Super cool. And that's life.
Let me tell you, my mom could tell you every day. Let me tell you, I still can't believe that young mama. Oh, no. You know what I mean? My mom was fun, but it's just like, yeah, but I'm killing this. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if I got pregnant again, I'm going to kill it again. Right. And that's on period.
Yeah. Period. Every time. That's on P. As my little,
that's on P.
As Maxie was saying, no, Doris. And that's on P right there. That's what she says. I'm like, so we abbreviated period now to just P.
Just
like,
P. Yeah, we cut that one down.
So when you look for advice or you need guidance on like decisions you're making in your life, like do you have like a mentor or someone that you go to for that type of stuff?
Not necessarily a person. I feel like I have different individuals in my life where if a different situation comes, I know I can go to that person. Like, Shay, if I needed, let's say, business advice, I would come to you. You know what I mean? Got it. If I have relationship advice, I would go to people that I knew have been through the wire, and I'll...
Not me, girl. I'm just joking. Go ahead. I'm listening.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people. Yes. Not a lot, because my circle is very small. But it's different individuals that I go to if I ask for advice. But majority of the time, I'm going to figure it out myself, I think.
Got it.
Yeah.
So if you had like, if you were making, money wasn't an object and you could just do whatever it is you wanted to do right now, full time, every single day, what would that be?
I think I would just do YouTube, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I honestly, like, I love the camera. I enjoy sitting there recording what I'm doing. I love pushing out contact, or this is how I do it. Or you tell me how you do it, because I want to know how you do it. You know what I mean? It's just, I would sit here and do this every day. I'm natural behind the camera. I hold the camera. I feel no way if I'm in public. You know what I mean? It's not weird to me. It's not awkward. People look at me, I'm like, you're holding this big camera. Yeah. So, you know, put on your best face and let's do this thing. Let's do it. So yeah, I think I genuinely would do YouTube and still be an entrepreneur as well.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I don't know what I thought you were going to say, but
what you thought I was going to say.
I don't know, genuine. I think that sometimes I say that a lot in the podcast. I'm like, I don't know what I thought you were going to say, but I wasn't expecting that. But like, I don't really have preconceived like answers for anybody, but I didn't think that.
No, I would definitely just do what I have to do, and honestly keep it pushing for real.
Yeah, I love that.
And I'm so surprised that I still work where I work this long. But like I said before, it's not enough opportunities out there where I can quit my job and say, this is what I want.
This is what you want to do.
And people do it, you know.
All the time.
But I like to know that my paycheck comes every 26th of the month. I need that money.
I got it. Being an entrepreneur full time is a lot of work,
yes.
right? And being an entrepreneur right now is like a cool thing to do. So people think they see you doing it and they think that just happens overnight.
It's like, not cool.
100. I'm back working full time.
Yeah,
like I work full time for someone else after being an entrepreneur full time for 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's not because I just didn't want to do it anymore. Like life changed, the pandemic happened, you know, a client asked me to come in-house. So being able to morph into that is different. And then also because people think being an entrepreneur is cool, they don't see the work that goes behind it.
And speaking about work, you know, I wish I had just a little bit of energy to record the process of Mavi and me. When Mavi used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, that was the same time I was sitting there messaging my vendors because they are on the other side of the world. Right? So now I'm gonna have a whole, oh no, I don't like that. Oh, revise this. Oh, I don't like that color. Oh, I like this material at 3 o'clock in the morning while you guys are asleep.
Exactly.
And then I'm gonna deal with a crying baby in 2 more hours.
Yeah. And people don't see that side of it. And I'm so glad you said I wish I could had the time to show people that. Because when you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're like a sole proprietor, like you're doing your own accounting, you're doing your own following up with people, you're doing your own marketing, you're doing all of those types of things. So it's not just the fun stuff that everybody gets to see. It takes a lot. Like the picture of an iceberg. I know how cliche it is, but that is the legit like picture of what it is to be an entrepreneur, a full-time one. Yeah. And don't be a full-time one and have a 9 to 5 as well. It's insane.
Yeah, because I'm legit like when Mavi and me took off, I was legit preparing orders and then having to take them to work. And then I'll meet people in Victoria Park on my lunch for them to collect.
It's crazy.
People don't see that.
Yeah, they don't see it. They don't see that side of it. And I think if you can, I would 100% encourage you to film this behind the scenes when you can. Put up a ring light and just kind of get it. Because sometimes, I'm telling you, people just see the success of it and they don't get the hard work of it. And it also helps them to appreciate the product that they're giving you. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like, people really take a lot more value in what you're providing service and or product wise, and they kind of can see the work that you're putting into it. Yeah, especially where we're from, right? Which isn't always a great thing. You should just appreciate it regardless.
But you have to prove yourself every time.
It's difficult. Know what I mean? It's difficult. And then people also see what you're doing and they think that they can do it too. Yeah. And you know, everyone's just popping up out of the woodwork and you're like, you know how hard I worked for so long doing this? And it's difficult. Yeah.
Agreed.
Anyway, lovely. We've been doing this almost an hour already.
Already?
No, crazy.
Where to go?
So a few more questions. So the first thing is definitely a few things I want to know is how would you say your parents have kind of shaped you into what you're doing today? Like what values, things that they instill in you growing up that you kind of fall back on today? Yeah.
Well, you know, I am my mother's child. So this personality, my mom is times 10.
Really?
It's wild. It is wild. Sometimes I'm like, sis, did you really just say that? Like, literally. And then no, like not ever since I had Mavi. Let me not say that. But no, I'm going to say that. Ever since I had Mavi, my dad, I mean, like, stepped up 110%. And not saying that he wasn't in my life. He just, I don't think that there was a window where I said I needed my daddy because I always had a job. I always, you know, I didn't really have to ask him for much. But now Mav is in my life and it's like, no, that's my child. You know what I mean? I'm dropping this off to you every day and I'm doing this. So I think that my daddy now has kind of prepared me, I guess, for how to raise Mavi. He's actually given me parenting advice. he hates that I put her hair in ponytails.
Why?
Because he thinks that her hair's going to fall out, like the edges. What? I'm like, Daddy, no, that's just not how it works.
That's not how it works.
No. But, you know, my mom's always been the, like I said, the cool mom. You know, if I had sorry, Mom, but I got my first tattoo at 14. And if you know me, I'm tatted up. But she only allowed me to get that because my uncle passed, right? I couldn't get nothing else. Just that was the only thing. And then ever since then, it just got worse and worse. But just like Latonae, you know, there's consequences for tattoos. But the way the world evolved.
It's very different now.
Yeah.
It's very, very different.
You can definitely go and do a job interview if you're tattoo showing. Definitely.
It's true.
So
people can still feel a type of way about it, but they're not allowed to vocalize those things anymore. You cannot stop someone from getting a job because of that.
The world is a very emotional place now. Very.
In good and bad ways.
Definitely. But very emotional. Yeah. But, you know, my mom always gave me, she gave me everything. You know what I mean? She said, yeah, go ahead. This is what you can do. But there are consequences if this is what you decide to do. You know what I mean? So if you want to have a baby, go ahead. But you're going to have to take care of this baby. Yeah. And that's why I was 31 years old. And I had my child. Yeah. And I'm not saying that, you know, young parents, whatever works for you, works for you. But I knew that my lifestyle that I had before, Mommy, was
got it.
It ain't no child. No. And then I didn't have the proper person to settle down with then. You know what I mean? Like, I handpicked my child's father. Hey, babe. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not going to sit there and just get pregnant for somebody else. Like somebody.
It's important to I guess wanting to have a child is one thing, but I think who you have a child with as well is also equally, even more so important. Right? Like,
very important.
You agree. Like, as a woman, like we have a lot of pressure to have kids, right? Especially before a certain age. Shout out to being a female. And you know, a lot of times we just want to have kids just because, as opposed to thinking of what parenting is going to look like. And then not putting any, you know, damper on anyone's life, but if, you know, that relationship doesn't work out, how is that person going to be a good co-parent?
Exactly.
Right. And that's really important. Like, my parents were amazing co-parents, but, you know, for me, I made a very conscious decision to, when I want to have a child, I want a 2-parent household. That's important to me.
And that was my, that was like my only thing that I needed. I need to have a 2-parent household because I didn't see that. My parents broke up, I want to say I was like 9 months. Yeah, my parents, I want to say like 2, maybe 3. Yeah. Same thing. Mind you, I did not have my parents were not a bad situation at all. You know, my mom and dad are best friends to this day. They get on. I don't think I've ever seen my parents argue. Like, I don't recall. If I'm being honest, genuinely, like that baby mama drama stuff, I don't know that. Like, that's not, so for me, kind of looking back on it now, it's just kind of like, well, you really didn't have a bad experience. So like, why wouldn't you? But it's still nuances of that that I want for the child that I I've never seen the baby mama drama because I've never seen them together. Fair point. The first time I'm actually seeing them together was at my gender reveal. I mean, legit, in the same place at the same time. I was even able to get a picture with them together. Really? And that stuck in my head. Like, that memory is stuck in my head for life.
I love that, though.
Because this is all I've wanted since I was a young, you know, since I've been young.
Look at Marvy bridging gap.
Right, period.
Right? Before she was even born.
Let's have another. Who else can we bring together?
I love it.
You know what I mean? But it's so... That's all I want for Mavi. I do not want Mavi to see, you know, her mom and daddy not together. And if it happens, that is life. But I'm going to fight. If it's something there to fight for, I'm fighting for it. You know what I mean? Because that's what I want for Mavi. And
I totally get it. I totally 100% can agree with you and understand that altogether. So I totally agree. But anyway, darling girl, we're running out of time. I feel like we could go on this.
We need a part 2.
I know. I need a little part 2 of this. We'll have to figure it out next
schedule.
time. I'll send you the date.
We can talk about something else.
There you go. Okay, so my last question to literally everybody on the podcast is, what do you want to be remembered for? What is something that you want to be remembered for?
Something I want to be remembered for. I mean, honestly, just a good person in society. You know, somebody that works hard, somebody that actually cares about people. You know, I that's all I know is people. I love people. You know, like I said, I grew up in the hospitality industry, and now I'm in telecommunications. All these jobs require people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's all about being a caring person, a good person in society. I'm well known, I must say that, worldwide. But you could take all of that away, and then who am I? You know what I mean?
I got it.
I'm that person. No, but I honestly just want to be known as a good person in society.
I love that.
Literally.
All right, THUNDEEE girl.
Thank
So,
you, girl.
if any of my guests want to reach out to you or learn more about you or follow the lovely life of, well, I'm gonna say Marvy's life with you, featured you, and
me. And Babe.
Yeah, you and Babe. Like, where can they find out about you?
So you can follow me on THUNDEEE on Instagram, MUVATHUNDEE. I am on Twitter, but I don't really be doing too much. But you can find me anywhere.
And how do we get Marvy and Me clothing?
So you can go on our Instagram, it's Marvy and Me, or you can go on our website, www.MHAVIANDME.com, marvyandme.com, period.
Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out on the couch with me today. I appreciate you.
I didn't even drink my wine, girl.
Girl, drink it. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Had a great conversation with Latonae, aka THUNDEEE. Yeah. And if you want to learn more about her, make sure you look out on her Instagram pages. You can also, if you want to buy Marvy and Me, you can go on the website for that. They're having a sale at the moment. So if you want to do a buy one, get one free, make sure you head onto the website and grab those clothes before they're all gone. Don't forget to hit subscribe on our YouTube channel. If you're listening online, make sure you like and follow us and share this episode if you enjoyed it for someone else to watch. Thank you again for listening to Hustle Her Podcast.